wake up when the sun goes down. I wake up when the sun goes down. I wanna do some comedy. I wanna do some comedy. At a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar. I can't say what I wanna say. I can't say what I wanna say. Uncensored. Dive bar comedy. Dive bar comedy. Dirty, bad, nasty 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 comedy. Dive bar comedy.
Hello and welcome to Dive Bar Comedy, episode 83. I am Wild Joe, and I'm very happy to be with you again, bringing an all-new comedy show as well as behind-the-scenes interviews. So we feature different stand-ups every week that we record at our live shows all around LA. So if you get a chance and you're in the LA area, please come see us live. We're doing the last Thursday of every month at the Liquid Zoo in the Valley. That's out in Van Nuys. Then the first Monday of every month, also in the Valley in North Hills, at a place called Witch's Brew. And the second Tuesday of every month at Lotus Lounge down in East Hollywood. So shows are $10, free parking, cheap drinks, very fun, divey, relaxed dive bar atmosphere. You never know what to expect. There's always people watching sports, playing pool, playing Jenga, ignoring the comics, and shouting out, heckling. It's crazy. You know, you got to fight for the attention when you're doing these dive bar shows. But we've got a great roster of comics who are able to make it work. And once in a while, we get a few failures as well. So anything can happen on Dive Bar Comedy. So come see us live. For today's show, we have 4 very funny comics. We've got Geezer. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to do the interview with Geezer. We were so busy before the show. So we do have his performance, which was great, followed by Ben Rosen, who did do an interview with us, Pete Alessandro, and Courtney Blomquist. So all of these people have been on the GT's Comedy Jam before, but not many times. So they're fairly fresh to our dive bar environment, and they've all got different perspectives and different voices, and it's fun to meet everyone and talk to them and really get to know what makes them tick. So, you know, you see the comics on stage, sometimes it doesn't always match up with the personality of the person, you know, when you just talk to them one-on-one. So it's fun to get the behind-the-scenes interview as well as the on-stage act that they work so hard. You know, people think comedy is just comes naturally or it's just something you do for fun, but it is fun, but it's a lot of hard work honing and perfecting these jokes, getting comfortable and confident on stage, learning how to handle the audience, learning how to handle yourself on the stage, where to look, where to walk, you know, not being nervous. A lot of people have the fear of public speaking. So anyway, these comics have worked very hard to overcome all of that, and it shows. We have fun every time. So this was an especially fun show at the Liquid Zoo that we had the end of last month, and I'm happy to bring it to you today. So please buckle in. You're probably driving right now. You're listening to podcasts. So buckle in, enjoy some laughs, and listen to the end, and subscribe to Dive Bar Comedy wherever you listen to podcasts. Enjoy.
So this next guy coming up, right? He is pure evil. So make sure if you have paper in your hands, throw it at him. But he's very athletic, so he'll dodge it. And it makes his act so much better. So you guys ready for the guy? Yeah. Are you ready for the next comedian? 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. Clap, 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 clap. Put the hands together. Show some love for the G-E-E-E
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your host, Mr. C. A lot of motherfuckers don't know, but me and Mr. C was in prison together.
Twice.
Yeah, that's right. We were married.
Twice.
Not to one another, you kinky motherfuckers, but to women. But we ain't married no more. You know why? Because we be up on them city bus hoes. City bus hoes, city bus hoes, city bus hoes. Let's go! City bus hoes, city bus hoes, city bus hoes. You know! Whoever's recording this show right now, do not give this audio footage to the CIA. They will destroy my mother's life and kill one of my incested cousins. I'm 45 years old. I'm doing a semi-open mic in front of meth heads and flat earthers. If my grandma, who was murdered in the Holocaust, I forgot on which side, was alive to see this, she would probably have sex with Mr. C. Because you only live once, and you need some of that loving. Now, everyone within this establishment is going to hear 1 minute's worth of material about my penis.
Yeah.
Fuck intellectual humor. I want to get laughs from here, man, from here. My penis's name is Dominic. Give it up, y'all! That's right. My penis has a name. And the reason my penis is named Dominic is because my penis identifies as an asswipe from Boston. And I'm very different than my penis because I identify as a Jewish bitch from Poland. The northern region, you fuckers, you Americans know nothing about geography. Ich den Hoofd. Let me sing you their anthem. I've den Steif, den Hoofd, den Hype, I've den Hype, if den Draw, I've den Hype, if den Steif, if den Hype, if den Hoofd, if den Hype, den Steif, I've den Heidi, I've den Heidi, if den Hype, den Steif, I've den Heidi, I've den Heidi, if den Hype, den Steif, I've den Ghoul, if den. Does anyone here have health insurance? The time the Vietnamese mafia is running this establishment. Do you have fucking health insurance if I pass out here? I'm 407 pounds. Do you have health insurance? Have you even thought of that? I'm a liability in this establishment. She's not even looking at me. Do you understand what I'm saying right now? All right. Mr. C, the world is caving in on itself. What shall we do?
Enjoy it.
Enjoy. Look at me. All I've been doing my whole life is enjoying. It hasn't got to be everywhere I want to go. I want to open up with the Apollo. I made a deal with the devil to be the best fat comedian since Chris Farley. And I fucking made a deal with the devil at the crossroads and shit, but that motherfucker, he cheated me and shit. I thought I was gonna be fucking open up at the Apollo, having sex, drinking ginger beer. Well, you've all been a great audience, but one thing I'd like to say is if you don't think I'm funny, if I'm not your fucking cup of tea, if I'm not the best thing since fucking sliced bread, don't blame it on me, you satanic motherfuckers. Blame it on the Jews. They're behind everything, including my erectile dysfunction and Justin Bieber's lyrics. I'm Geezer. I'll see you in your nightmares.
Yeah. All hail and praise to the God, the Geezer. All right. So we need a musical interlude to get your souls back, because I know Geezer, he did some things to you guys' bodies, so it's okay. So, all right. So, we need a musical acapella interlude before I do our next comedian, the CW. So, CW, get ready. We're breaking glasses. Hey, number one, why didn't nobody clap? Yeah, right? When people break glasses, like, hey, good job, you fucking drunk fuck. Right? Y'all don't do that? God, East Coast people, I guess we're just assholes, huh? You California people are too goddamn nice. For that, everybody has to have sex with me. I don't care who you are. Yeah. That's right. Get in the train, motherfuckers. I got 2 pumps for everybody.
Hello, it is Wild Joe. I'm here with Ben Rosen.
Hey, how's it going? Podcast land.
Have you been here doing this Lotus Lounge show before?
I have.
You look a little familiar.
I am. I did the show with GT. I did the podcast with you briefly as well.
Yeah, right here at Lotus Lounge.
Well, the show with GT was here. The podcast was the Valley Place.
Liquid Zoo.
Yeah, Liquid Zoo.
Okay. Which ambiance do you like better as far as the street vibe? Do you like the street vibe here or Liquid Zoo? Van Nuys?
It's a tough call because there's no street where I'm comfortable, but I prefer being on this street because there's less of a chance of being stabbed in the abdomen.
The one at Liquid Zoo is like an alley, but because it's the end of the alley by the gas station, it's not like an enclosed alley, but it does have like that alley feel.
Yeah, like if someone got raped there and then no one saw it, that would be the kind of place it would happen.
But honestly, a lot of people would see it because it's a very busy intersection, to tell you the truth.
That's true.
And
Plus,
a gas station.
When you're in the valley, like, what else are you going to do besides go to the alley and see what kind of shit goes down?
It's a very open alley. I don't know. Anyway,
yeah.
Somebody did mention if you walk down the alley, that's when it gets more sketchy. So
that's a good tip for anyone out there who's thinking about walking down an alley in Van Nuys haphazardly.
Just come to our show last Thursday of every month.
That's right.
Right there next to the alley. Anyway, Ben.
Joe. Karma Wild.
Yeah, so,
Can I turn the tables and ask you a question?
Okay.
So, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
How are you holding up?
I'm doing fine. I'm, a little overwhelmed because I inherited a bunch of work. And
it's the worst kind of inheritance.
Vending machine route.
Oh, you're in the vending machine business?
A no-will probate case. No, I'm not, but now I am because I inherited like multiple machines all over like 3 counties.
Was that Joe's business?
One of his businesses.
And by Joe, I'm talking to Joe. I get confused sometimes. I meant GT, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of them. And the others I just kind of blew off.
Okay. Creditors don't mind if you blow them off because you have the whole, widow
the
excuse.
I've been blowing off. Yeah, widow, saying, I'm too sad to, like, do all this work.
Right, yeah.
But to tell you the truth, it is a lot of work. You have to, like, it's more work than you ever do on yourself in a year, where you have to, like, go through every account and every subscription. I mean, how often do you really do that? Maybe once a year when you do your taxes.
Man, if I had to do that, I'd kill myself.
It's a drag.
Yeah.
It's a drag.
So you're wearing a lot more black now, or same wardrobe?
You know, you have to wear black for certain events, like the funeral. No, but for more than that, the Armenian tradition is people come over wearing black every single day until the funeral. And then there's a
Someone's trying to give
40-day
you money, by the way.
celebration. It's nice.
For those at home, someone just walked by with a $20 bill.
Oh, that's our new doorman.
Yeah.
He's paying me for the door.
I actually competed against the doorman in a contest once for comedy, and he won because his big joke was that he was so fat he could hide a pencil in his gut.
That's that guy that just handed me the $20.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
Don't talk about him because he might get mad. He's
Oh,
bigger than you.
First of all, everyone's bigger than me. I mean, you're probably bigger than me. And secondly, I wasn't saying as a negative thing, and I was just saying the facts.
Okay. Well,
He would probably agree.
he would maybe agree, but you'll hear him later probably talking about his cubby. He's probably going to open the show with his cubby joke.
Yeah. So my fiance is here tonight, and, it's a one-person bringer show. And the only way she would come is if I did new material. So I forced myself to do some new stuff. So
Is it about her?
some of it is.
I have to write a whole new set now, too.
I remember last time I saw you, you were talking about how your whole set was like being married and all that. And
My whole set was being a slut. Then it got replaced with my whole set is like babies shitting all over the place.
right, which you
Then-
still have.
Yeah, and then now I'm going to have to do a whole set, I guess, again. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't go back to my slut jokes.
What's the statute of limitations on joining Tinder?
I don't know.
Would you wear your black outfit for that so everyone knows you're a widow and not just faking
My
it for
Tinder
dick?
date. You don't have to fake any. Dick is too easy. No.
That's true.
Tinder.
I got offered
I'd
dick
already
5
gotten
times
burned
tonight.
out. I'd gotten burned out already on Tinder and all that stuff before I even started dating GT. I was like over it. I had dated a zillion guys already.
You met Mr. Tinder himself.
Well, I think he had, he had online dated probably like the old school, like AOL personal ads or something,
Yeah.
and then Match.com and who knows what, but.
How long were you off the market between dating and marriage and all that?
We met through comedy, but we didn't hook up until 2016. So the whole thing from like our first hookup until he's dead was 3 years
Damn.
and 3 months.
You got a lot done. Like,
I know.
There's no filler.
I can't believe it. 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like a big wedding. We had 2 babies. We did.
Were you planning on more, or were you pretty set?
He was against it. So
So
I
you
wasn't
find some dick on the side and
I
get
was
that
kind of
way.
like, if it happens, it happens. Because
Now you got to go
so
dig up the corpse and
No, it's not. He says we're going to get overwhelmed, and I could see that too because I'm already overwhelmed with 2. Because you only have 2 arms, you have 2 sides. What are you going to do? Have one sleep on your head? It's just too much. Too many babies.
That's true. Yeah, I have 0 babies, and that sounds terrifying.
Just carrying them to the car. I mean, try to do it with 2 hands and 3 babies. Impossible.
Yeah.
So-
I have a dog, but
Imagine 3 of them.
Ooh.
And you have to put them in the car every day, every time you go somewhere, because you're not allowed to leave them home alone.
Kind of makes you want to lock the car and just drive off a cliff, right?
Well, no, but
All right, that's good. That was a test. You passed.
no, it made me want to put the baby on a leash, but when you put a baby on a leash, they just fall to the ground. It's not like a 4-legged dog that you can pull around. They don't cooperate. You can't do it.
Yeah, you need training wheels for the baby, so it's
I don't
always
know.
upright.
Yeah, put them on 4 wheels. Put them in a wagon. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, Ben. Well, it's fun having you on. Where can
Thank
people
you.
find you online?
You can find me on Instagram at Ben Rosen. You can find me on Twitter at Ben Seth Rosen. Had to go full Jew since Ben Rosen was taken. And you can find me at all kinds of clubs, restaurants, and alleys all around the Los Angeles area.
All right. Have fun tonight.
Thanks, you too.
Next up, we got one of the guys. I think he may run the planet. He may be responsible for things that happen in your life daily. His name is very strong, very powerful. Are you guys ready for the BR? So we're going to chant him up here. Can I get a BR, 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 BR? Give me a round of applause for Ben Rosen!
Shalom. I'm also Jewish, but unlike everyone else, my grandmother survived the Holocaust, okay? Respect. Thank you. I appreciate you all coming out tonight to this tribute show. I feel like tribute shows are weird. You know, it's so sad. We lost one of our fallen comrades, Andrew Yang. He dropped out of the election tonight.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Pussy.
This is comedy and news.
What?
And yes, he is a pussy.
He had it.
We were this close to having a president who told Asian jokes who was actually Asian. This is why we can't have nice things. I'm happy to be here tonight. It's really sad. So GT, Joe's husband, who books the show, he reached out to me to do his show, and then a couple hours later, he died. Yeah. And then a few weeks later, Joe reached out and asked me to do this show, and I was like, you know your family doesn't have good luck with booking me. I am not a good luck charm. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mark Zuckerberg. People are always confusing us. I used to work at the Apple store, and people would come up to me and be like, are you Mark Zuckerberg? Yeah, I'm the CEO of Facebook at an Apple store selling iPhones. Come on. We got a lot of weird people at the Apple store. One time this woman came up to me and she goes, I just got divorced from my husband after 20 years. Turns out he's gay, and now I need a new laptop. You could have just said, I need a new laptop. We don't need your life story. Another time this woman said that she wanted to get the 64 gig iPad with blackface. That is the correct response. She's like, you know, it's black around the front. As if that somehow makes it better. And then she's like, I'm not racist. My son-in-law is black. That doesn't mean you're not racist. It means your daughter's not racist. You're still racist. What was my next thing I wanted to say? So, I'm still on my parents' cell phone plan. Things aren't going very well. It's really bad when you get messages about data overages from your parents. You went over the limit. This is just like when you were in 6th grade and you spend all your money at the amusement park. You need to grow up. It always stings way more. I always try to do all my shopping around my parents and I don't have to pay for it. Like, I'll be visiting them in New York and they'll be like, oh, do you want to go to Central Park? Do you want to see a show? And I'm like, let's go to the Gap. I need some new khakis. Pants are useful. So I recently got engaged. Thank you. My fiance said we couldn't get engaged unless I became successful or I proposed with a yellow lab puppy. So now we have a yellow lab puppy. Seemed way easier. Every time people see her, they always ask if she's a rescue dog. It's kind of like if you saw someone with a brand new Tesla and you're like, is that car used? Like you go to a dealership and they're like, if you don't adopt this car tonight, it's going to get destroyed. Doesn't make any sense.
Good joke.
You know things are going well when someone pokes their head in and says it's a good joke and then immediately goes back outside. Always has my back. They say that the true test of a relationship is getting a dog. I don't think that's true. I think it's co-running a dog's Instagram account. So we have an account for our dog, and we always ghostwrite it. And one time, someone's like, "Oh, are you looking to hire a new head of social?" And then, as the dog, I wrote, "I run my own social. I'm a tech-savvy pup." And then the next day, somehow my fiance screwed up tagging the dog, and she writes, "Oops, I'm new at social media." What kind of shitty writing is this? You can't be a genius one day and then a moron the next. Like, say what you will about Trump, he's an idiot every single day. He doesn't just phone it in sometimes. I'm a big fan of my dog. At first, I didn't really want a dog, but now she's like my best friend. This is how much I like my dog. The other day, I was playing with her, and I said to her, no joke, if you were on LinkedIn, I'd endorse you for retrieving. What could I possibly do with a dog who's been endorsed for retrieving? Doesn't make any sense. So we're getting married in June, and before we got engaged, I was like, oh, people always say weddings have drama. We won't have any problems. I have now had more drama with my family than I've ever had before. They haven't spoken to me in a month. If I had known they weren't going to talk to me, I would have gotten engaged years ago. It's the best family blocker I've ever heard of. My fiance always gets mad at me for stupid things. Like, I went to college with Meghan Markle, and the other day, she got mad that I didn't know her in college. Like, it's my fault I didn't know a theater major who was 2 years older than me. It's crazy. My fiance is a lot more successful than me. She gets up every morning at 6 a.m. I have to set an alarm so I don't sleep past 10. She's verified on Twitter. I can't remember my password. She's the vice president of a TV network. I qualify for food stamps. If there was a rom-com about her, I'd be the guy in the beginning that she breaks up with. I'll leave you guys with this. My fiance's family is really rich. One time I was over their house and I clogged the toilet and they're like, we'll just get a new one. Do you know how much money you have to be no plunger rich? Now when I go in someone's bathroom and I see a plunger, I'm like, they're not doing well. Definitely not the top 0.1%. All right, thanks. I'm Ben Rosen. Anyone's crazy.
Hell yeah. Another round of applause for Ben Rosen. Yo. By the way, I know some really rich white guys. They actually buy new toilets for shit like that. Fuck up. Another round of applause for Ben Rosen.
Hey, it's Wild Joe. I'm here with Pete Alessandro.
Hey, how's it going?
So, you've been on our show before. Have you ever done this one, Liquid Zoo?
I've done Liquid Zoo since Liquid Zoo was built. It's not really true. I've been here a lot for a long time, the mic and way beyond.
You love it?
I love Liquid Zoo. This has this reputation for being a kind of a tough room. I don't know if this show's tough, but Mike has this terrible reputation for being rough. I've never felt that. This is a nice vibe, and people will look at you and really engage with you if you actually take the time to engage with them. It's really fun.
There's some semi-homeless looking people hanging around the perimeter of the bar, and some kind of wander in. Maybe that's what they mean by a tough crowd.
Those people actually I brought. Sorry. Was that not okay?
I doubt it.
Okay.
No, but there was a guy outside that I mentioned. I didn't even mention. I just mentioned the thing about homeless people hanging out, and the bartender said, "Oh, is it the one with the dog?" And I said, "Yeah." "Oh, he's our mascot. He's here all the time." I'm like, "All right, I guess he's fine."
I don't know if you should have a mascot that lives outside the place, but...
And he was drinking a huge beer outside
shit.
on the street.
All right, that is actually a good mascot.
Against the law.
I take that back. No, that's totally fine if you're the mascot for a bar. You can drink outside.
Well, you're not a cop, so I guess you'll give him a pass.
I would definitely give that guy a pass.
But I was a little surprised because when I want to go outside and ask somebody a question or something, I'm like, what do I do with my beer? I can't go outside with a beer. But this guy was just sitting there with a huge beer and just drinking slowly outside of a bar.
What do you do with your beer? You get a dog, apparently. That's it. And that gets you out of it. Get a dog, sit outside a bar, and you're good. And then pour someone else the beer.
Scary looking dog.
Good point. That is a really good point.
I was afraid of the dog, so you know what I did? I said, "Oh, cool dog." To soothe the homeless guy and his dog so they wouldn't attack me.
That was probably a pretty decent idea. De-escalate before it even escalates.
Oh, yeah. I just walked by and said, "Cool dog." And he got happy. I could tell he was happy after that. And he probably liked me after that.
Wow. So you think he got some more extension out of his mascot contract, essentially?
I was also carrying the mic stand, which is like a large metal bar, just in case.
Yeah, so you can also,
knock him out.
De-escalate and, carry a big mic stand and walk softly or something like that, yeah.
Anyway, it's tough. These streets are the mean streets of Van Nuys.
It's Sepulveda. We know what it is. We gotta be careful in Sepulveda. There are mascots lurking everywhere.
You're making it sound wussy now. Sepulveda.
No, everybody knows. We're Sepulveda. We're Van Nuys. We're Van Nuys.
Yeah, but Sepulveda is a nice street, actually. It sounds
I don't get out
nice.
enough.
Sepulveda goes all the way through, like, you know, along the 405, through Bel Air. I mean, Sepulveda is a nice street.
There are many parts of Sepulveda. This is not Bel Air, that's for sure.
Anyway, all right. Well, I'm happy you could make it, and I'm excited to have you on the show. What do you have up your sleeve tonight?
I've been looking at. I haven't been in the dating game since like 2006. I'm not now, but I'm now realizing how much I missed. Like, I never saw an app, a dating app, when I was actually dating. So now I'm starting to learn, like, from my friends who are single or single again. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, just how
So it's
weird
like
it
the
is.
outsider's view
I am
on
the
dating.
outsider, and I have been so out of touch, and it's been so fascinating to watch this evolve without me.
I talked to my friend the other day, and I said something about dating online. She goes, well, on an app. Like, it's not even called online dating anymore because it's not on the laptop or on the desktop. It's on an app. I'm like, it's still online. But anyway, I guess because it's an app, it's not called online dating
It's
anymore.
not cool anymore. You can't say that. So, all right, so you have a profile online? On an app of any kind?
No, I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I don't know if you know the story that I was married to GT, and he just died.
Yeah,
so
sorry.
now I'm single, but it's a different kind of single.
Totally different kind of single.
I can't be out like total whore like I used to be because it's not respectful to his memory.
You're going to do whatever you got to do, and in the time you got to do it. So
Probably not online or on an app.
right, not only that, might not fit for you. So you'll find a way to do something, but you'll enjoy the apps, that's for sure, because the rest of us can't. So we're going to live vicariously through you no matter what, and you'll definitely be doing us all a favor.
You know what? I had my time. I did have my time going online dating, app dating, and all that stuff. It's garbage. It's like recycled paper. It's like the same people are on there, and you go back 5 years later and join again, and it's the same people still, and they have the same pictures even. They haven't even updated their picture.
In some cases, the pictures actually got replaced with older pictures. That's not good either.
Like they're getting younger.
Yeah. The funny thing to me is that God.
Don't tell your whole set right now.
I won't.
Save it for
The
later.
recycled paper is a great analogy because, unfortunately,
It's not that good.
it's recycled paper, but this is paper people didn't want in the first place. That's unfortunately where it started. before it got
Recycled newspaper.
Yeah.
All right. Well, where can people find you online?
I'm on Twitter. I am not really on any more social media. Twitter, @PeteofAllTrades.
Awesome. Okay. Well, cool. Can't wait to hear your set.
All right, thanks.
So we got another Pete coming up to the stage, another Poppy. I love this name. I gotta say it while I dance. So we got a bum the bum the bum the bum the bum bum the bum the bum bum. Can I get a clap, 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 clap for Pete, the hot beat, Alessandro.
You got walked 3/4 of the audience already? Yeah. Not bad. I was gonna pick on Paul's step because I missed all the dating apps. Like, I found my wife in 2006. I missed everything. So I had no idea. Like, I've watched this evolve as a third-person party, watching my single friends or get divorced and they get back on apps and try to figure that shit out, which is embarrassing. Here's what I didn't realize, and man, maybe you know, I don't know, but if you are under 5'10", you're not allowed on dating apps as a man. You can't be on. It is not okay for a woman to date a man under 5'10". It's not like women aren't interested. They're like, I'm a little bit shorter for my taste. It's not that. It's not that. It's that they filter out men who are under 5'10". You're just not even on the list. Like, you could have a picture of your giant penis counting a pile of money. They're not going to see the picture. It does not matter. There is no hope for you. I had a girl tell me, she said, I hate dating apps because all these guys lie about their height. I'm like, they have no fucking choice. You're not going to go out with them at all to be mad at them if they don't lie to you first. You put yourself in that position. It's really ugly. I didn't realize that, also I knew this, in my 20s, I tried to donate sperm for money, which you can't do if you're under 6 feet tall. You're not allowed to donate sperm. No one wants your short person jizz. No one wants that anywhere near you. 6 feet tall or nothing. It's not that you're not allowed, it's just that no one wants anything to do with you.
It's really weird. DNA, all the things you're picking, you're choosing someone to be in your family for eternity. From now on, is the right cue? It's about their income. Are they nice ass? Are they hot? Are they a nice person? Are they tall? That's all anyone really cares about. Are they tall? And man, if you're under 5'3" as a guy, you're not even allowed to jerk off. No one wants your jizz around because in case someone sits in it, now here you are for another generation. No one wants that. So that's my rant about being short. I'm not saying I'm bitter. I'm just saying I lucked out. I'm 5'7" now. I was just safe. 6 months later, if I didn't know my wife, I'd be single. That's what I'd be, permanently single. Alright, so I just had a baby. Yeah, nice. Almost 6 months old now, my baby daughter. We are a little on the older side, my wife and I, so we're at least many of the people in my relationship are about 40. Many of us, I'm not going to say my wife's age, but old enough. And some people wanted to know, like, did they go out and conceive? And truly, no. Here's what happened. We went to see Aquaman. And that's it. How many we went to see Aquaman and had sex? That is not necessary if you watch Aquaman and you're trying to get pregnant. You just go see the movie, Jason Momoa takes his shirt off, and you have a kid. That was all the stuff. That's what my wife told me. I'm like, honey, I don't think that's how ovulation works. And she's like, are you mansplaining ovulation? And I shut up. I have been a parent longer than this. I have 2 cats. I have 2 cats. They're not like adopted cats or anything. They're my biological cats. I love them to death. I have one of my cats is a $10,000 cat. Yeah, and before you judge me, he was a $100 cat when I got him, and then I took him to the vet, and he rapidly became a $10,000 cat, one vet visit at a time. It turns out that my cat had this infection behind one eye a while ago. He had this like fungal infection back here, pressing out one eye, it was like bulging out. So I had an ugly $10,000 cat. Not what you pay for. It turns out he was all right. He's still okay today. But it was this weird fungus, and I just took him to the vet, and it was like $300 to figure this out. It didn't work. Then $500 to try these antibiotics. That didn't do anything. And then $200 here, and $300 here. Next thing you know, my mom's credit card is maxed out, and I am in deep shit. And I still got a sick cat. He was okay, but he's a rather aggressive guy. You know, we were already talking about cutting foreskins and stuff. Man, I cannot relate more. My son, my cat is my son. I don't think of him differently. So when it came time to get him fixed, they're like, okay, we're going to take your son and chop his balls off. And I'm like, no. We can't do that to my cat. I delayed getting him fixed. I didn't know when you delay getting a male cat fixed, for the rest of their lives, they tend to hump everything in your house. Didn't know that. Didn't know cats hump anything. This cat humps everything. This cat takes a blanket. He has a favorite blanket in our house, and he drags it from room to room in the house and humps it everywhere. Weird is that he will bring it to you to show you that he is humping it. He'll grab it and drag it up to the room you're in and start having sex with this thing in front of you. Now, if anyone has ever walked in on you while you're masturbating, it's awkward. If someone walks in on you while they're masturbating, that's terrible. Like, hey, what's going on? Oh, you want me to get out of here? Oh, okay, all right, fine. Oh my God, are you in here too? Oh wow, this is so embarrassing. Gross. That's my house every day. Every day. So I tried to hide the blanket. I call it Humpy. I tried to hide Humpy, and now the cat has found that there are baby blankets everywhere, left everywhere. So now I wake up in the morning and there are just dead baby blankets raked all across my carpet. I gotta step over. It's a gross time. So I have another cat. She's a little skittish thing. She's got an upset stomach all the time. We first got her, she was a little kitten, and she jumped up on the bed 1:30 in the morning and pukes in an arc across the bed. My wife and I are in it at the time. Pretty nasty. So at that point, I realized that we gotta have to get ready to comfort her and take that off. I actually did the comfort at a dry cleaners. And I came back a couple days later and they said that would be $70. And I said, no, it won't. And I left. I got myself another comforter for $40. So that night, all I have to sleep under is another blanket that's going to be big enough to go over the bed, my wife and I. That's Humpy. That's all we got. So I put Humpy over us, and every half hour, the rest of the night, I wake up because someone is humping me. He's humping my leg. He's grabbing the blanket, but he does this by biting the thing he's humping. So he's grabbing on and then humping it on top of me. That's not the worst part. The worst part is that when he does this, he insists on making eye contact with you the whole time. So you know who's in charge. That is the kind of love you do not get from $100 cash. All right, thank you guys. You guys have been great.
That's right. Another round of applause for Pete Alessandro. Oh my God, that's how cats fuck too. The lions, they bite you on the back of the neck and they hit that shit. And they don't you move, motherfucker. Don't you move. And did you know that lions actually have some kind of spear that comes out when they ejaculate that actually pokes the female lion in her stuff? So when you see the woman in the nature movies, she turns around, she's like, yo, get the fuck off me! That's because he gave her the shit. That's crazy, right? That's fucking nature. How brutal was that? Like, he can't just bust a nut and just roll out and go to sleep. No, he actually got to injure the poor girl. It's very deep, very deep. Another round of applause for Pete Alessandro, guys. So we up to our last comedian, and then I'm going to send y'all out of here so y'all can drive safety to my soft voice.
Hey, it is Wild Joe. We are at Liquid Zoo. I'm with Courtney Blomquist. What's up?
Hi, not too much.
Thanks for coming on our show again.
Yeah, I always, for sure.
Aw.
Yeah.
So, you like dive bars or what?
I guess so.
You don't seem like a dive bar type, but you've been on our show a few times. So how do you feel about doing the dive bar shows with all the interruptions and disruptions and stuff?
You know what? It's like, it's a challenge. It's a game. Everyone else was playing a game, so that was the game I chose to play tonight. Some people played Jenga. Some people watched a game on TV. I chose the game of trying to overpower them with jokes. So, successful was it? Who knows? You know, like, did they pay attention? Probably not. Like, but you know, you fight for it.
The microphone helps.
The
it
microphone
makes you louder
helps.
than anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. It totally helps. Yeah, it makes your voice louder, and louder is better. Always.
Well, you know, I did notice something once when I was behind the scenes at the Comedy Store, like behind the curtain.
Yeah.
I couldn't really make out the words that people were saying on stage.
Right.
But whoever was shouting and yelling was getting the most laughs. Like, louder was working. I was like, wow, it seems like kind of a way of faking laughs, but it really works.
Yeah, I think, like, just overpowering people and scaring them is what, you know, if you want to know the secret to comedy, like, that's what it is.
Another secret, which is also what I would consider a cheap laugh, is cuss words. People throwing cuss words. They put it as their punchline sometimes.
Right.
And it just gets a cheap laugh.
It does, because, again, I think it's because it scares people and it makes them uncomfortable. I think it all circles back to that, you know? Because they're like, are they angry with me? Should I laugh? I feel like maybe they might, you know, who knows what they have. They have a beer bottle up there. What if they break it and put it in my face? I mean, maybe I just am neurotic and have these thoughts, but other people might too.
No, it's an uncomfortable laugh. You're right. People sometimes laugh when they feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. 100%.
So, we should have a lot of people laughing at these shows because it's
I know.
a little uncomfortable out here.
I know. I think I'm going to, like, just have something sharp in my hand next time.
I walked in carrying the mic stand because it's like a hard metal rod.
Right. And if you raised it over your head and, like, just did a circle in the bar, like, you take a few people out.
I really felt good carrying the mic stand. Like, I realized, like, I like this feeling. I'm going to carry this around more when I walk around town.
You should. You absolutely should, because it looks like you're heading towards something important.
But at the same time, it's like a metal rod that I could beat somebody with.
Absolutely. It's dual purpose. You look like you're important, and you look like you have a weapon. And that's really, I think that's what I'm going for. Like, in a couple years from now, I want people to see my comedy and be like, she looks like she's important, she looks like she might have a weapon. And that's my goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together. We're going to get closer to it.
Well, I like it. I like it, Courtney.
Yeah.
I like your comedy. You do a great job, and I'm glad that you came on. For people that are listening at home, where can they find you online?
My Instagram's at @cblomquist. That's a cute play on my last name. And then my website has all my videos, web series.
What's your
all
website?
Stuff. CourtneyBlomquist.com. Simple.
Cool. Well, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
What
for
can
sure.
they find out? You said your website has what?
It's got comedy
Cute
sets
videos,
on
you
it.
said?
Just web series. My web series.
What is your web series?
It's called Petty Party. It's about the hashtag most basic millennials in Los Angeles.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you need more of that in your life, head on over.
Check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You guys ready for our headliner for tonight, our closing comedian? I said, are you ready for the headliner closing comedian? Yeah! You goddamn right you are. Can I get those hands going? Can I get a clap, 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 clap for Courtney, the God Lover Blomquist.
Wow. I was gonna, this vibe in this bar all night has just been like my childhood home where my mom has the TV on and the radio at the same time. Just I need it for company. I need the company. It makes me feel safe and like I'm not alone. And now it also feels like my childhood home because everyone left. Well, that was just my dad, but okay. Whatever. He was around. They just got divorced. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm fine. But this may come as a surprise. It took me a long time to realize that I was basic. Yeah. Believe it or not, I looked at this face in the mirror every day and didn't get it. I would say to my reflection, girl, you are fascinating, unique, special. People see you walking down the street and say, now that looks like a woman with a story I haven't heard before. Just didn't get it. But yeah, you know what? It's okay. I'm basic. I'm addicted to sheet masks, and I don't hate John Mayer as much as I should. I also, I listen to true crime podcasts because I'm so safe that I fetishize danger. Yeah, I'm basic. It's all right. I am. Okay, I own it. It's fine. Because you know what? I am enough as I am. And I know this. Because I have a throw pillow that says that. Okay? It's true. Someone told me that I looked like Rachel McAdams today. And that's the second time that happened, so it's a fact. No, I'm kidding. It's not. Ryan Gosling wants me. No. When people tell you that you look like someone, it's always a reach. Unless they're dragging you around to all their friends and they're like, it's uncanny. Look at this. It's uncanny. And they're just like, you kind of look like, that's what they're saying is you look like a poor man's Rachel McAdams, right? You look like Rachel McAdams' sister who isn't famous and who isn't hot, right? I look like her sister who's just she's at work, in the lounge, and she's just like, yeah, Rachel's making another movie. She dyed her hair again. It looks good every color that she dyes it. I dyed my hair last week and nobody noticed. Guess I'll just put another one of these plastic cups in the Keurig machine. At least I'm not dead. Yeah, that's me. There I am. But you know what? I don't want it to seem like I, have what I really look like, I guess. I know. Okay, I know what I look like. I look like the lady who asks for the manager. Right at the age that she starts asking for the manager, She's like, you know what? I deserve more in my life. I deserve better. And what better place to ask for that than this Culver City Olive Garden? Let's start today. The rest of my life starts today. That's me. But yeah, it's crazy. I feel like that's definitely my brand. That's where I land in all this spectrum of things. But it's on the lower end, right? And I'm not trying to hate on myself or anything. It's just that everyone else in LA, I've at one time or another paid for a class in which someone told me what a piece of shit I was. That's why we take classes out here, right? They're like, you are not shit. Pay for another class. Maybe you'll get closer to it, I took a commercial acting class, and if I could sum it up in a nutshell, it was, actually you're old. That's what that class was for me. Actually, you're old. Yeah, I was told straight up, this is not even like a joke I wrote, this is a fact. I was told that I had aged out of my jean jacket in that. Not allowed to wear it anymore, no. Also, I had I was trying to go for a young mom look, and that's what I said. I was like, I'm trying to do a young mom, and she goes, Mom. Go for mom. And then I tried to dress for mom, so I wore like a skirt and I had this like shirt with it, like a blouse, like all cute. I was like, "Is this mom?" And she goes, "No, that's like dowdy librarian, but you like it, don't you? It's your style, okay." God, it was horrible. I mean, like, it was just that was the class in a nutshell. And I did and I just learned to hate myself a little bit more, but you know what, that's realism for you. That's the life we're living, just like how I'm getting upstaged by a sports game and Jenga. That's the reality of life tonight. Here we are. Okay, so I don't have kids. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I'm the parenting type. I just know that I'm the criticizing other people's parenting type. Yeah, definitely. Also, I don't know about kids in Los Angeles, because the names in this city, my God, what are people thinking with the names that they are giving to their children in this fucking city? I met a kid the other day named Citizen. Citizen, like what are his brothers? Person and Human? What the hell? That's not a name. Met a girl named Tiger. It's like, what the hell happened there? Your parents were, like, they found out that they were pregnant when they were brainstorming dog names, and they're like, yeah, that's all right, that works. We'll just switch over to a kid there. That works. We decided on one. No more thinking involved. Ridiculous. Also, there was a girl named Coco Broccoli that I met. Her last name was already Broccoli, and they named her Coco. Like two foods that don't go together. Just pick any name that isn't a food if your last name is already a food. But yeah, it was ridiculous. I just think, you know, these kids, man, I do criticize other people's parenting. I saw a dad in Target with his little boy, and that little boy took an unpurchased peach from the produce bin, and he took a bite out of it like it was just his for the taking. And, you know, the dad didn't do anything. Like, he just kind of was, like, looking around to see if anyone noticed, and he didn't do anything. And, like, I was like, excuse me? And I actually said nothing because I don't like confrontation. But the thing is, like, little boys who grab unpurchased peaches that don't belong to them grow up to be men who grab peach emojis that don't belong to them. You don't need more men like that in the world. I want to see the boys in our society brought up to respect women and understand consent, and grow from boys to men by adding their own woke lyrics to Boys to Men songs. I'll make love to you if you want, like you want me to. Am I reading your body language correctly, and that's what you desire at this time? And I will not let go till you tell me to. If you tell me to, I will let go, because no means no, even in the middle of the act, girl. And that was some PC 90s R&B for you. Yeah, I think that's all the time I have tonight. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.
Good job, good job, good job. Now a round of applause for our final comedian, Courtney Blomquist. Oh man, that is the GT's Comedy Jam. Also for my ladies, I just want to give you a piece of confidence. I have been hanging around these Hollywood women. Guys and girls, the people that we drool over, they look no better than 40 people you pass every day. I've seen these motherfuckers in the morning. Dark circles, motherfucker. I'm talking the people you're drooling. Oh, she's so fucking hot. She looks like shit in the fucking morning, bro. All your famous actresses, they look just like your girlfriend does. So don't leave her because of some bitch on TV. Them bitches on TV, well, I know them in person. It's like $50 million in makeup, in dresses, in tape on the titties, and all kind of shit. Just to make an ugly bitch like Sarah Jessica Parker not look like a witch. Tell me that she ain't ugly. Tell me she ain't ugly. Sarah Jessica Parker ugly as fuck. Well, she been on that bitch ugly as fuck. All right. That's how we close the GT Comedy Jam, letting you know that Sarah Parsons Jr. is ugly as fuck. Give a round of applause for yourselves for sticking through the bullshit. Round of applause for my guys at the pool table. Round of applause for my guys playing Jenga. Round of applause for the people at the bar. Tip your bartender, treat them good. Thank you for coming to the Comedy Jam. I gotta send you guys out here with something soft and sweet.
All right, there it is, episode 83, Dive Bar Comedy. I'm Wild Joe. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, share it with your friends, and check us out every week at divebarcomedy.com.